Is that like a mask or is that his face?
Yeah, it's a mask.
Okay.
Does the patch of cloth match in color at all to what he's wearing?
Pretty close.
Do the worms off him look slimy?
Absolutely.
Bag him and tag him.
Can I investigate to see if I can see any of his robe missing?
Sure. As you do so, you notice something with your Batman vision. There's a small patch of the robe that appears to be recently mended.
Hmm. Like I'm recognizing that this was mending magic.
Probably,
onto it.
because it's like a small, it's a small patch of the robe itself that has, magical residue, as it were.
Have you done trade with anyone while you've been here?
Of course.
Who?
With many. For relics.
Have you been in the master bedroom this evening?
I've been in all areas of the mansion.
Egg decides he wants to ask the beholder what's up with the star spawn mage. He likes the beholder's opinion of things. So
I don't know what you want me to say.
Not enough beholders. Thank you.
Strange creatures, the star spawn.
Did you see them doing trade with anyone? Did you trade with it?
Of course I did. The star spawn was a generous trader. Many relics exchanged hands. My stronghold grows stronger by the day.
Do you know if the star spawn mage and the Abishai had any business?
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Okay. Thank you again for your time.
Of course.
Can we convene
Sure.
to deliberate?
Yeah, I think we need to
Sure.
talk.
Okay.
So I'll
I
let the group know that I detected some magic on the star spawn's cloak of a recently mended tear. So somehow they are able to get past the gauge.
Yeah, the facts seem to point to them, but I can't get a read on it at all.
Yeah.
Just I got nothing on the. Other than that, it's gross.
It's not gross. It's cute.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got
I
the
know.
slime.
It's gross because it's wearing a mask.
Yeah.
And there's whispers in your brain.
Uh,
We've got the slime
I'm
on the
over
worms.
that.
So we've got the
cloth,
slime, we've got the red cloth,
the magic detected.
the potential noodle bits,
Yeah.
squiggles.
It would explain the small marks downstairs in the dust.
And if it was able to steal the orb, it would have also been able to steal the surgeon's tools.
By just sending worms around.
Right, and that's how it could have, quote unquote, been in all areas if it can break itself apart into different sections. But
How would
what
it
motive
have
would it
moved the-
have for killing the Abishai?
Well, everyone has motive.
Well, yeah, but why him specifically? If they have motive to kill everyone, why him? Also, we're running out of time for Tropos. We need to figure out a stopgap solution for the meantime.
Mm-hmm.
We
You got
buy
an extra 10 minutes by sticking him in the hole.
It's true.
Well, 12 minutes.
Yeah, he can hold his breath.
We might have to utilize it.
Well, there's plenty of rooms
Oh,
upstairs.
Well, Troubles isn't with you right now, to be clear. So I
Right,
don't.
because
He's in the
he's in
lineup.
the lineup.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, no, and I guess just disappearing, that's not suspicious at all.
No, do we want to make a declaration in the star spawn?
I don't think we can without more proof. I mean, the surgeon's tools may not be magic, so your Batman vision wouldn't detect them, but I can't think of how they did it, because if the Yuan Ti said there wasn't anyone else in
Right,
there,
but if worms slither up and stab a needle in the back of his head.
I wonder, could he have eaten them? If the meals were all paired, if he ate and there were worms in his food and he didn't notice, they could have clung to his innards and stabbed through him.
All right.
Oh wait, no,
You
no,
want
no,
to
no,
go
no,
cut
no,
him
'cause there
open
wasn't-
and then.
No, that doesn't make any sense because there wasn't a puncture wound in his mouth or throat.
Mm-hmm.
We determined that it was from the outside going in, not the inside going out.
Can we
Yeah.
get one of the stewards in here on our deliberation?
You want an incubus?
Mhm.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Want to ask what kind of result they're looking for, like in terms of if they want specific evidence or I'm not exactly sure how to word it.
Yeah. Well, you're free to make an accusation anywhere you see fit, but it is up to the host to determine whether or not the evidence you've gathered is enough to warrant execution.
Yeah. I don't necessarily think we have to worry about motive too much. Maybe
Well,
more
let's-
evidence, if anything, but
I think Pedalin had a good point. Anybody has a reason to kill anybody.
Exactly.
Why him?
yeah.
But why him?
Yeah. If the story about the orb is true, it could be because he possessed information from the.
Well,
Mhm.
without knowing what the
Because
orb
his role-
does.
Yeah.
Well, we have a general idea of what the orb does, but
Do you?
yeah,
The
she
hag
told us.
What did she tell you?
She said that it accurately recalls any memory of anyone within 120 feet of it.
Okay.
Okay, so is the incubus still in here?
Yep.
Okay, so I have a couple of questions for it. One, does the aquarium have access to the reservoir through like pipes and things?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I guess I'll let Pedalin know in a whisper that the reservoir is a secret area that only the Illithid can get to, and others do not know about it.
I gotcha.
We haven't asked the drow about poisons yet. We could do that.
Well, how much time do we have left?
A couple minutes.
Well, let's take care of Tropos and then we'll ask the drow.
How are you intending to do that?
Well, we could have somebody put him in the hole, and then it would honestly, Udnar, it would probably have to be you, because you'd have to feign to be meditating for
I just
another
want you
hour.
to see how this looks out here.
Oh, have you been working on this?
A little bit.
Oh, but I have
getting
to
the line
close
up.
all the pictures that you put up. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, you tell me right now. Are you gonna get Tropos?
I assume they've been like pulling people aside.
So we pull Tropos from the library, we put him in the hole. Udnar, you're gonna have to go feign meditating for another hour. You're gonna go do that with the hole with you in a private room, and you can leave it open so that he can keep breathing throughout that full hour. But if anybody comes in the room, you'll have to pick up the hole and hide it.
I want to know what. So, yeah, that's the plan. What do you want to do?
Well, we have to keep interviewing people. We don't have enough evidence or motive or anything yet.
Well,
Okay. Well,
if we had more time, could the madam do a sweep of the place to try and find this orb?
I mean, she could.
I was under the
That's a thing
assumption
we could do.
the reason that all of this is a problem is because we don't have time. Because if we have time, I literally have a spell that can make people tell the truth. So, like...
Right.
Well, if you were interrupted last time, but if you took your hour now with him in the hole...
Right,
so
but like out of
still
character,
breathe.
I'm saying I think there's a reason why we don't have the time to do that. We have to... Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can disperse everybody and then go back to your investigation.
Yeah. I'm willing to try it if that's what we want to do, and then buy more time.
Well, I mean, once his disguise wears off, I mean, he won't be able to come out of the hole again if we want to keep him alive.
Mm-hmm. That's very true.
So, the real question is how closely is his commander going to look for him if he goes missing?
I see.
And we'll stick him in the hole too.
Stick everybody in the hole.
If we're found quote unquote kidnapping or smuggling
We start
people,
murdering everyone one by one.
or smuggling people into the mansion, like if we're discovered, they're going to think we smuggled someone in, and that then we're trying to smuggle the murderer out.
I'm trying to figure out who I'm missing here. No, that's fine. You guys keep talking. This is a me thing. Or don't.
I guess the question is do we make an attempt at accusing the Star Mage now and just hope that it's enough in an effort to save Tropos?
I mean, we could talk to the Brain Eater.
So here's a question. Who do you guys still have motive to talk to?
The Drow.
Okay. So why not talk to the Drow?
We don't have time. We have like 5 minutes before.
I heard disperse everybody and move Tropos somewhere.
We're gonna put Tropos in the hole.
Okay, let's do it. Man, look at all those
then.
guests, though.
Yeah, I'm missing
Now
some.
have to
but-
put them all back.
Oh, I don't care about that. I'm not moving them again.
Yeah.
Okay, so for the sake of argument, they're dispersed.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you take Noodles and Tropos and say, "Get in the hole, bitch."
And Noodles, are you meditating in a empty room?
Yeah. I don't know what he's doing, but he's in an empty room
Yeah.
with
Okay.
I
Tropos
mean-
in a hole.
I suppose so. I'll just go back to what I was doing.
Yeah, leave the hole open so that he doesn't use up his air supply. But if somebody comes in, you'll have to hide it.
So does he look different now? Because where his thing...
Well, yeah, hold on. Yeah, I guess that's probably gonna wear off right when you get there. So let's do this. No, come on.
I would stay.
Hmm.
I would stay in that form.
Well, it's gonna fall off. So he's gonna see you shift.
And then I just immediately shift back.
Sure. Okay. All right. So it wavers, and then what you see is just it's Tropos, but he's got a real big mark on his neck that looks exactly like the House of Scales sigil.
Oh. In that case,
Do you have a scarf?
a scarf. Maybe the body in the hold has one. I don't remember if he did.
She's fucked
does
up out of
not.
character.
So he still
mean-
looks like Tropos, but now he has a mark on his neck?
Yes.
Yeah, it probably shimmered for a second, and then
Yeah.
Okay.
But nobody saw that but Noodles.
I'm gonna call a spectral servant.
Okay.
I want to fetch the rest of the party.
Okay.
And when they get here, I want to
Group
say he's a
meeting.
liar and a betrayer. He bears the mark of our enemies.
All right.
ugh,
So everybody's standing above the hole as Udinar points down within
Yeah.
and says, "This man is a betrayer and a liar. He bears the mark of our enemy."
I sigh. I am not a liar. I am not with the House of Scales.
Can we just make sure that that spectral servant is no longer in the room before we do this?
There's always a spectral servant in every room.
Yeah. I don't think they care until they're like.
I mean,
act.
theoretically, they should know who the murderer was.
Totally.
Then.
And yet we can't ask them?
You've never tried.
Well, shit. Somebody go back to the aquarium and ask. We'll do that next. We have to deal with Mr. Liar Pants over here.
Yeah. So I explained to them
Liar
that
neck.
it seemed like his form was like having some issues or whatever. Like he said it would, and in that moment I saw the sign of the House of Scales.
Oh no, it's still there.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
still there?
No,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that's on him like permanently.
Oh, permanently. Gotcha. Okay.
So everybody can see it. He's got
Okay.
a big tattoo on his neck.
Mind explaining this one?
This is why I came here.
You're an assassin.
No,
You
I
came
wanted
here
to
to
know
kill
what it
people.
meant. I only just recently learned that it means the House of Scales.
How could you not know? What, you just
Because I
get a
woke up
drunk
with it.
one night and get a tattoo on your fucking neck?
Whoa.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I woke up in a field with this tattoo on my neck. I don't remember anything before that. I know that
Anything?
as long as I can remember, I've had it. And to be clear,
So you did
Sorry.
have something to do with the House of Scales. You're just saying you don't remember it. Which is different from having nothing to do with them.
What do you mean, Wolf?
So
What? Oh, hold on. Let me move him down.
Okay. So, like, I know he's obviously going to be part of a party, but there's no reason my character would put up with this shit. Because why would we? Why would I?
Right.
yeah, there's no reason for us to trust him about this.
He stumbled into the room randomly. Like, I don't know who this guy is at all.
I say we close the pit and see what happens after 13 minutes.
I mean, then he'd be with Chain. Just
We're gonna
come full
ask him some
circle.
questions about Chain and how he knows
Oh no,
me.
I'm going
and
to
how he knows
make Chain talk to himself. Basically, I'm gonna do the dead thing and make
Oh
him
my
talk to
God.
himself.
That is gonna be amazing.
It's gonna be real good. Because every question I'm gonna
Oh.
twist a little bit.
I need to refill my drink.
Yeah, I'm gonna slip off too for a second.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Dude, there are so many guests at this thing. It's insane.
There are a lot. I mean, if we had 6 hours, it would be fun. But
Yeah, we only used up
1
one.
hour.
Like, so I'm guessing that's why they're going to kill him, probably.
Oh yeah,
Whoa, what?
definitely gonna kill him.
Well, that was horrifying to come back to.
Yeah.
Everybody went to go grab drinks.
Okay. I think I'll grab one as well then.
Well, I think most people are back.
Oh,
Are they
yeah,
back?
probably.
Like Homer's here, Paul's here. I know Susanna's here.
Oh, okay.
So I think we're just missing Grundle Blumpkin.
Yeah.
If you can be real quick, go.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Never mind. I don't have anything in the fridge now that I think about it. We're good.
There you go.
Okay. I just heard her throw or drop her microphone.
I'm sure she threw it.
Maybe. She probably just knocked it over.
Maybe it knocked into her.
Maybe.
Which is just very rude to knock someone over who has a beverage.
Mm.
Maybe it attacked her.
Oh, she left the room again. What are you doing?
Getting attacked by a microphone.
Yep.
Sorry, I had to pee real bad.
Oh, okay. So we're just
That's what you did to
missing
the
Rumble?
microphone.
Yeah.
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay. Then everybody's here. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
So you were explaining to your accusers how you're not related to the House of Scales.
As I said, I've only known about it the past week. I overheard the Gith talking about it. I don't know how to prove it to you. I'm from when I woke up, I was 10. And I just had the tattoo on my neck this entire time. I'm from New Erlon. Grew up near Horizon Lake. I don't know what more to tell you.
So you heard the Gith talking. I thought you said you heard the Gith talking about this
Boy.
place, but you heard them talking about the House of Scales?
Correct.
I mean, they Gith can have more than one conversation.
They can? I'm learning a lot about Gith.
No, they can only have one conversation a week, sadly.
Then how do you know of Petalin? And how do you know of Chain?
At my college, I was researching more about the sigil on my neck, and my studies came across. Actually, one of my teachers mentioned that he knew a adventurer named
A
Chain.
fence. No. He knew the fence, remember? And the fence pointed you to Chain.
I thought the fence. Oh, right. Yes, the fence pointed me to the chain.
You can
Broken
you
chain.
can spit his name out.
I have his name written down. Rex?
Yeah.
Rex.
So that's another name the group's heard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Rax was
Chain's
Chain's
contact.
contact.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. Seemed like he was kind of an asshole.
Okay.
He never sent our
If I
note.
remember correctly.
So what did Rax tell you about Chain that would make you seek him out?
Told me that you guys had left as a group in search of the Darlings, if I remember right.
Yeah, so Rax basically told him that you guys were looking for the Darlings, and that if he was looking for information like that, then he'd be best to ask a factor. Now, remember, you guys are like level 5, level 6 around the time that Rax last knew of you, and that's beyond local heroes. So like every single one of you is capable of being somewhat famous within the circles that you move in, and even just outside of those circles. So if somebody's looking for information on something, then a fence could absolutely point them to Chain and say, hey, Chain's a guy who goes and travels and knows things. If anybody's going to know a thing, go to him.
Yeah.
I get it now.
I got just the guy
was
you're looking
confused.
for.
Yeah,
Okay.
Loves to grab stuff.
real handsy.
Real handsy, for sure.
Or at least he was.
Anyway,
Okay. Hearing the name I know again, Chain, like, okay, well. Yeah.
you don't have to trust him.
I don't.
You guys can roll
But-
insight against me.
Mhm.
But
Right.
we have bigger problems right now. But like we'll talk about this after is my stance. We gotta get through this.
Okay, so I'm going to recommend a couple of things because we're running late on time. One, feel free to talk to the drow. Not a bad idea. Two, ask people questions about the House of Scales, those that you haven't asked already.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ask people questions about the Star Spawn if that's your lead suspect. But
Yeah.
I hope you've learned that asking what motive would they have isn't really going to get you anywhere.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask Tropos when we were talking to the corpse, basically, or like the language that he spoke. Even though I could understand it, I needed a spell to do it. What language is it?
Draconic?
Mm-hmm.
It was Draconic? Okay. Shit. Okay. I had a theory I was playing with and that doesn't fit now. Okay.
What was your theory? I'm curious.
More to do with deep speech stuff. Speakers.
Okay, I see.
Mm-hmm.
If anyone has a scarf, I might be able to put up the disguise a little bit longer.
Can we see if Chain had a scarf? Did he?
I don't think Chain
did
had
not
a scarf.
Have a scarf.
But he had cloaks.
Did he have a nice cloak?
We have oodles
It-
of cloaks.
Yeah, you do have many cloaks.
What about
got
that
his pillow.
fine cloak, though? Is that still here? We're in a fine
That's
establishment.
the fine
Yes.
cloak is Pedalin's tent.
I've been using it.
I mean, just dust it off a little bit. He needs to still look presentable if he's going to walk around here.
I just need a scarf to cover up the tattoo.
Oh, here, let me weave you one.
Yeah, okay, I'll rip the bottom of a cloak and say here and throw it at him.
Okay.
That was a fine cloak.
Not the
What are you
fine cloak,
doing?
Thank
a
you.
cloak.
It's like, damn. Yeah, I'll put it on.
Okay,
I
you're
see
now
what-
wearing the tattered the tattered remains of a traveler's cloak around
People
your
are-
neck.
Yeah, I don't think
You're all
that's gonna
wearing
hold
fine
up.
clothes. They're gonna fucking notice, like rags around your neck.
I think it looks good. Very
Can
modern.
I use a firebolt to sear away the tattoo?
You may not.
Can't one of you
mean,
magic
it's an
people do an
option.
illusion or something on him?
I think that Tropos should show them why the tattoo is a problem. But I'll leave that up to you.
It's a problem. I mean, it's just ink on
There you
skin, right?
Alright,
I think you
so-
know what I'm suggesting.
Yeah. So before you, I'm going to change into a half-elf female.
Whoa.
Alright. Yeah, so there's a half-elven woman standing in the pit now.
How hot is she?
I don't know, how hot is she?
She's pretty up there.
If Udanar is attracted to half-elven women, then she's pretty good looking.
I don't think he would be.
And I
but whatever.
point towards the tattoo.
Yeah, which is still there.
There's nothing I could do to make this go away.
Have you tried
I-
burning it off?
I do not want to burn my neck.
How
I
did
am
you hide it
quite
up
positive.
until now?
So
Well, we can't burn his neck because if they'd notice the tattoo, they'd sure as hell notice a giant flaming wound on his
Ah.
neck.
Interrogation technique.
Mm-hmm.
are you interrogating me?
I am curious how you've been hiding it. Until now.
Yeah, I know. As far as I know, the tattoo is magic, and it takes magic to get rid of it or to hide it temporarily.
Oh,
I have an
luckily we have
ability that
two
lets
very good
me-
magicians here.
I have an ability that lets me take the form of someone I've seen die for an hour and get all of their common information,
Hmm.
which is how I was able to speak their language, infiltrate properly.
You just have to see them die?
Correct, but I can only do it once a day.
Oh.
Uh,
Okay,
So
that
now
changes
you
that
can't
plan.
change back into Tropos.
Well, I mean, so
And then I change back into him. I just will always have this neck, and I can't speak his language anymore.
and you don't know the things that you did know.
Does that just go away? Like,
Yep.
okay.
So do you or do you not look like Tropos right now?
Right now I look
And
like
that-
Tropos.
No,
Right.
right now he looks like a half-elf chick.
Oh, I said I changed back.
Oh, well then he changes to Tropos. Then, yeah.
Well, with the tattoo, obviously.
Yes.
Yes.
And he doesn't know how to act like Tropos anymore.
No.
Well,
Oh,
correct.
this is getting complicated.
Not really. We just have to kill
So-
somebody and let him watch.
Do the words
I mean,
certain
no.
death mean anything to you?
Let's go get the hag.
No, I can't do it again
Yeah.
until I've rested.
Right, yeah. No, I understand. Okay.
All right. Who?
Go take a nap in the hole.
Egg can vouch for
Oh.
the viability of that.
Uh-huh.
I have an idea. I'll clap my hands and summon the servant.
Okay.
Servant, I'm cold. Bring me a scarf.
Not a bad idea.
The servant brings you an elegant scarf.
Hand it to Tropos.
It is a very feminine scarf.
Congratulations, you've got a scarf.
I guess that'll work.
Don't talk to the vampire.
I don't plan on talking to anyone.
Don't talk to the commander either. Now that you don't know the Tropos knowledge.
What's the plan?
I do have
Hide
an
in a
idea.
hole.
Okay, let's hear it.
First, I'm going to need you to put on a pair of the manacles that are down in that pit.
Manacles?
We still have people to talk to.
I know. I would very much hands and feet, please.
What manacles?
The
There are
manacles that are in the
that
pit.
pit.
Okay, I find manacles,
Yeah.
and I guess I put them on.
Okay. After shuffling around the corpse and other things that are down there, you find 2 pairs of manacles. You don't want to ask what the plan is before you willingly bemanacle yourself?
I mean, at a certain point, they've kind of got me by the balls.
I guess.
I'm going to carefully hop down into the pit. Lower myself best I can without hurting myself.
Okay.
And cast invisibility on him.
Okay.
Now you stay in this pit.
Oh my god.
So now invisible and chained up and in the pit.
Okay.
Chained up next to chain.
I have to ask Udinar to help me out of the pit.
Yeah, I
Chains
would do so.
forged.
Okay. Now what?
Good plan.
Let's go
I
talk to
don't
the
get it.
drow.
Yes, go
Either.
talk to other people now.
Okay. You go talk to the drow.
Is Udinar staying here with the pit?
I don't know. Okay.
What was the
Udinar's with
point in making him invisible?
Just in case.
So if someone looks in the pit now, they won't see him.
Right.
Her.
That's-
It.
see a corpse.
That's one
That would-
solution.
Don't be suspicious at all.
Okay, so Udinar, you're staying here to quote unquote meditate and guard the pit. Right?
Oh
That
my
was the
god.
original plan?
Are the manacles to prevent him if I have to grab the thing from breaking out on his own?
No, so he doesn't
Oh.
climb out of the pit while invisible.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay. I'm just
That
going
is
to
a-
assume that you relayed this information.
Yeah. It's a
At some-
complicated solution to an easy problem, in my opinion, but
I don't know
sure.
why he didn't just stay in the pit with a fine cloak cast over him.
Anyway.
Or hide the pit somehow.
Well,
Yeah, like
I was
under the
thinking, why don't
dresser.
we put under the bed? Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Or under the rug.
Well, when the air
Udiner's in
needs to
there,
be
he
able to
can
get in.
do what he wants.
okay, I'm going to hide the pit under the thing, and then I'm going to take my
Under
hour
what?
Under the bed.
Okay.
With it open so he can still breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it under the bed, under the rug, or just under the bed?
just under the bed.
Okay. And so, like, the edges of it might be peeking out.
Mm-hmm. A little bit, maybe.
Okay. Okay. All right. So, going to talk to the drow.
Yep.
This is a stimulating conversation.
Hello, Miss Drow. How are you this fine evening?
She looks you up and down and turns her nose up in disgust. Ugh. Commoners.
Look, we're adventurers traveling for justice.
Yes, yes, get on with it.
Do you know anything about poisons?
Do you know anything about breathing?
Some things.
Then I suppose I know more about poisons than you know about breathing.
Okay.
Have you looked at the body at all?
I haven't been allowed, nor was I interested.
Would you come with us to look at the body?
What purpose would that serve?
We'd like you to look at the body and tell us if you can detect any signs of poisoning.
I can't interact with the body, you know this.
Do you have any idea how someone here would have been able to craft a poison from what's
No.
in here already?
Heavens, I don't think it'd be possible. Not unless they were to steal some of my own supplies.
You bring poisons in with you?
Not in, they're in the check.
Could you please check for us to make sure your poisons haven't been stolen?
I suppose. It's something to do. She saunters off and comes back. One of the vials is missing.
Yeah, there's a thief going around, it seems.
Hopefully this answers your questions and you can leave my presence. I can't take any more of your day-walking stench.
Egg sniffs himself.
Yes, you. And your companions.
Fair
Okay.
enough. All right, so we know where the poison came from.
Petalin tries to think of a good insult involving elves to throw at the drow, but can't think of anything and just goes,
Now, close your mouth, you knife-eared half-breed.
You!
A mutt like you doesn't deserve to stand in my presence. Leave this place.
Wow.
I really want to spit on her boots. Lady, I would spit on your boots if it wouldn't make more work for the servants.
There's a door just sitting there. I wonder where that door came from.
It's a fucking worm moved it.
There must be a door missing somewhere. What? I don't really care. Oh, I know where it came from.
Okay. So we know that needles were stolen. We know that poison was stolen. Whoever stole one probably stole the other.
Okay. What next?
Well, do you want to go... Oh! Did we want to go around and start asking about the House of Scales?
Yes.
Who would be willing to provide any information, though?
Let's
Did we
ask the
ask
Skull
the
Lord.
Beholder?
He had skulls.
Nah, the Beholder said he knew about them, but didn't want to provide any more info.
No, nobody rolled persuasion.
Well,
It's true.
Egg, you seem to get along with the Beholder. You wanna take a stab at it?
Sure.
Here,
That's
you can
what a swell guy.
You can have a little guidance boop for you too. Just for
Okay.
that. Boop.
Okay. You call the Beholder into your office in the library. Oh, me again. I do hope you don't suspect me or anything.
No. Frankly, I like you, and I trust that you'll provide us with good information.
Of course. I'll tell you anything relevant.
We need to know a little bit more about the House of Scales because of the nature of the relationship
Crimes.
that the deceased has with them.
Well, if you say so,
To
if
learn more about the crime.
if you swear it's about the murder, then I suppose I can tell you a thing or two about the house.
It is about the murder.
Oh, what do you want to know?
See, I
We
don't
know
know how
that
to.
the deceased is a seer in the house. What does that mean? What does that pertain to?
Roll perception. Or not perception. What do you call it? Persuasion.
Yeah, I blanked on how to ask this in a way that wasn't just what we asked before.
What is a seer, is your question? It's like, oh, I don't see how that would be relevant to the case at all. I can't answer that.
it would be relevant in the sense that if someone else from the House of Scales was trying to be rid of him because of his position in the house, might be worth knowing.
No, I don't think so. That's something else you might ask.
I believe he may have been killed for information or for some item he had with him. If you have any, I know. Do you know of any?
I'm going to steer this a little bit. Why don't you guys ask about the motives of the House of Scales, or what they are, or what they do?
What kind of trade has the House of Scales been interested in?
All kinds, particularly any relics related to the Sundering.
Relics related to the Sundering.
Is that all the House of Scales does?
Do you know why they're interested in those particular relics?
Persuasion.
Okay.
Well, the House of Scales is a non-profit organization.
So, does that mean that they donate their relics?
No, silly girl. It means that they try to destroy anything related to the old gods.
Why?
I couldn't tell you. I'm not a member.
So they're just trying to get rid of stuff. Destroy it.
And the Beholder did say before, when you asked about the Star Spawn, that the Star Spawn was also in the relic trade.
And that it was very generous.
It's likely that the Star Spawn was trying to at least slow down the speed at which the house was collecting relics to destroy them.
Where this was the Star Spawn and the Abishai, were they interested in the same kinds of relics for trade?
Of course. Don't you know about the Star Spawn?
We do not. Can you enlighten us?
Oh, I don't know if it's my place.
Look, we all just want to
Persuasion.
pack our things up and be on our way.
Persuasion.
Any information, I'm working on it. Any information that you can provide.
Oh, I'm
I'm
such
going
a...
to use a luck point. Yeah, all right. What, fucking just getting dick today.
I mean, you've still got that portent you could use. That'd give you a 14, I think.
Fine, if you're gonna twist my leg about it like that.
So, yes, portent.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, I'm such a big softy. You poke me and I'll give you whatever you want to know. If only my progenitor knew, he'd kill me where I stand. But the Star Spawn, oh, they're a cult of the old gods. Anywhere they pop up, surely terrible things to follow. Always a great number of relics left behind, though. Great for me. Wonderful for me. But no, always looking to bring in something terrible from elsewhere. Not many of them seen since the Sundering.
Well, we appreciate your time. You've been
Oh.
a great help towards this investigation.
Oh, if you're done with me, oh! And one of his tentacles like wipes his forehead. and shakes off some sweat. It's like good luck to you. So long as I'm not a suspect.
When we inevitably get disintegrated by Beholder, I'm gonna remember this conversation and smile.
So
What
I
a
think
good
we have
guy.
our motive.
Yeah.
Are we ready to open the clue envelope? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
We still
I
don't
think-
really know how the body was moved, though.
My worms.
Well, yeah, so the worms obviously somehow got it into the secret tunnel down into the cellar, but how did they get from the aquarium room into the secret tunnel? With a body.
Hmm.
Do you think
And
that's
there-
important?
Well, there wasn't any slime on the body.
They dried
you-
out.
Why didn't you ask the person who found the body about that?
Well, maybe we should.
Okay.
All right. Calling in the general.
Okay, the Gith commander comes in.
Was
I don't
there any
remember what
slime-
voice I did for him, so I'm sorry.
Was there any slime on the body when you found it?
No, the body was wet. It was drenched.
Was it cleaned
It was
before putting it in the
wet.
bed? No, I mean when you after you moved it.
Nobody touched the body after I moved it.
I meant
The body was wet in the cellar.
Yes.
was it wet on the bed?
Yes.
So it just
then
been
It was dry by the time you got to it.
yes. Yeah. That's what I figured. With the worms being dried out as well.
Okay, well, that means that they did go through the reservoir some kind
Also,
of way,
it's just-
probably.
Been there for a while.
Can I go
Or they-
find?
Dunked it in the tank.
Can I go find Davy Jones? And
You find the host.
Try to. Well, he can read my mind, can't he?
I don't know.
Ugh. All right. Well, I'll in secret ask him on the DL if the aquarium connects to the reservoir.
He affirms yes. Though it's a very small opening.
Hmm. Then how would the body fit through?
He offers to show you by taking you into the aquarium and pointing out what looks like maybe a manhole cover with grates or like slits in it where the water passes in and out.
I guess I will investigate it.
You'd have to
I'm
be
looking for.
you'd have to be in the aquarium.
Yeah. Do you really want to move us up there, though?
No, I mean like you'd have to be in the water.
Oh, in the water. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we don't have our not air breather.
But
I
it
mean,
appears like the grate is in place.
Yeah, it looks in place.
But a body could be fit through there.
I'm curious as to why you guys haven't levied an accusation yet.
There's no reason not to.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Because we
I-
haven't put all the clues together yet.
Do you need all the clues?
They're minor
probably
details. We don't know the answer.
It might be important, goddammit!
It's pretty obviously
A
him.
man's life is in danger!
No, a man's
I-
life is
I think
ended.
Yeah.
Our
I
lives. are
think
in
we have A and C, but how the connection with B of the body appearing down in the cellar. Is
Address that if the question is asked.
We have enough evidence to suggest who it is. You know,
Okay.
what with the cloth and the slime and everything else.
All right, consider the 5 W's. Who did it?
The star spawn mage.
Okay. Where did they do it?
Aquarium.
In the
The
aquarium
aquarium.
room?
Okay. When did they do it?
During
During the
Right
trade
before he
with
died.
Well, yeah. During
They-
the trade with the yuan tea.
Okay.
Well, maybe. It might have been earlier with a slower poison, but there's no way to know.
Could ask the drow, but you could have asked her which poison was missing, but you didn't, so it's fine. Why did they do it?
To prevent him from getting any more relics that could be destroyed by the House of Scales.
All right. And then instead of what? How about how did they do it?
With the poison they stole.
Stolen
from the
poison
drow.
and the needles. The stolen needles.
The surgeon kit, and then likely used their worms to slither and sneak in.
So give me a play-by-play of how they did it then.
They used their worms to steal the surgeon's tools from the dining room and the poison from the coat check.
Okay. And then
And then they put them together with the needles and probably sent a couple worms either crawling up the back or something like that of the Abishai to stab through the base of the neck there, or the base of the skull.
To remove
Okay.
the scale and stab the neck.
Actually,
Okay.
we do know that he was stabbed in the aquarium because that's where we found the scale that had come off his neck.
mhm.
Which is how the Yuan Ti didn't see any attackers because they just crawled up his back.
So it sounds like you've answered all of the questions.
Yep.
Recuse.
J'accuse! Alright, I guess we can levy a thing.
And then, okay, so I'll just ask this, just to ask it. How do you think they got the body from the aquarium to the cellar?
That's what I don't fucking know. So I
Just
clearly
take a
saw-
guess.
I clearly saw that the pit had a piece of the robe
Mm-hmm.
and the worm slime on it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the worms like adhere to walls, but to get it out of the aquarium and down into that secret passage is what
Well,
I'm
how do you
sure of.
how do you think they could have done that?
Could have hit it within, like, just all the worms crawled all the way over it. And just, like, carried it inside him.
Based off the description, like, do you think that the body went, like, assuming you're correct, do you think the body went through the aquarium, or do you think that they moved the body elsewise?
I think that they covered the body in worms underneath its own cloak and mask, walked down into
just
the
walked
cellar
down
on
there.
its own, dropped the body, and then just walked out.
Yep. I agree with you.
Okay,
But why
so
was
it's
the
not,
body wet then?
Because it was covered in gross,
It was
slimy.
Covered in clothes. Yeah. In
Yeah.
gross,
But
wet worms.
okay, if he was dried out by the time we found the body, why was there still slime on the pit when I was down there? And that didn't dry out.
Less airflow.
Oh.
could have been more
Oversight
humid,
by
more
the-
more humid environment, making sure that you find clues. I don't know. Come on, Sherlock. Let's hear the accusation. Looking forward to telling you you're all wrong.
What?
Come on,
He's
let's do
joking.
it. It's
That's what
11.
accuse.
I'm done.
Alright, fine. Let's all be murdered.
It's like you all want like the exact no. Come on, murder mystery means mystery. It's a guess. Haven't you played Clue?
Yeah, but you just said that we're all wrong.
She was joking.
Is he though?
Also, it doesn't even matter if you're wrong. He'll just be like, no, that's not enough reason. Go look again.
Alright. right, well, let's do
Or he'll
it.
just murder that guy and he was wrong. He wasn't the murderer.
Yeah,
That also could
he's a
happen.
bad
Either
guy
way, we
anyway.
can
It
get
doesn't
out of
matter.
here. All right. Let's go find our host,
Okay,
his steward.
sure. You got the host and the steward.
I guess I'm with you guys now then,
Did anybody? Yeah. Did anybody go tell Noodles?
because I'm still upstairs.
No.
Okay. Well, I guess we leave Noodles to meditate.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, he's got to protect the hole.
Uh huh.
Because if this accusation takes longer than 10 minutes,
I think that's actually what we were waiting for, was him to be done with his thing so that he could ask someone. But,
His-
okay.
Truth thing.
yeah.
Do you have questions in mind?
Did
No?
you murder
Okay,
the
no.
Abishai?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, that's literally what I'm going to do if you guys don't like make an accusation in an hour or whatever.
With that spell, though, they can choose not to answer. They are just compelled to truthfully answer if they choose to answer.
Just accuse him.
Let's just accuse him and be done with it.
And they can also make their save.
Yeah.
There's that too.
Okay.
They do have to tell though
So,
if they've saved or not. Well, you do as a GM. I think that's only to me though.
Mm-hmm.
so are we with the host?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it didn't sound like you guys had any questions other than, did you do it? Which is a fine question. I mean, I'm willing to roll a charisma save for all 28 guests.
Hell yeah, man. That's what I'm kind of hoping it goes down to. I was letting them bide the time.
No!
Do you want to wait for that? Because I can do that right now. Or do you want to? Or do you want to? Okay, then let's. You've got the host. Let's hear it.
Who's our face?
Yeah, come on.
We
Don't
have
ever-
reason to believe we know who the murderer is.
Okay, or do you have everybody gathered, or is it just you and the host?
I was just gonna do it with the host because
Okay.
if we're wrong, it would be less embarrassing.
Okay.
No, the classic way is you gather everyone into the room.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to gather everyone?
No,
to the
he's joking.
library?
Just do it.
Let's
Yeah,
do
man.
classic murder mystery and gather everyone in the library.
Oh my. Okay, everyone's in the library somehow. It's very crowded. There are people above you. There are people below on the ground floor. Everybody's there. I'm sinking further into my chair. Let's hear it.
We've gathered you all here this evening to reveal the identity of the murderer. Dun dun dun.
Most of them look bored. Like me.
Rude. Fine, somebody else do the reveal.
Can I?
Yes.
Can't.
Wait, really?
Are we there?
No.
No, you're in the hole.
No, everybody's gathered, so
Okay,
he has to
if
be
everybody's
there.
gathered, then I say that the mage did it, and I point to him.
Wait, but you weren't. Wait. Was
I
any new
thought
information
the Udnar
gained?
wasn't in the.
Yeah, you didn't get any of the information from the beholder.
See, this is what I'm asking, is like, were we all gathered?
No, I
not
thought
every-
just
well,
all the guests were gathered.
No. Well, that includes Tropos.
Because if I wasn't there, it'd be super fucking suspicious.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
So everybody's gathered, but Udinar wasn't there for the conversations with the beholder and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So everybody's
So-
gathered.
Tropos with his super flamboyant scarf.
Yes, his very feminine scarf.
Mm-hmm.
Saying it was a gift from you guys.
Why? Don't say that. That's weird. That will raise suspicion. That would be dumb.
Don't
gonna
say
tell
that,
you.
that's weird.
I was cold. I was,
Yeah.
Okay,
get-
we think the
Those
Star Mage-
murder has made me scared of being stabbed in the back of the neck.
I have sunk further in my chair. Come on.
pedal and go.
We have reason to believe that the Starspawn Mage killed the Abishai.
There are a few gasps and a few shrugs, and the host's voice echoes in everybody's mind. How did you reach this conclusion?
The body was wet when it was found. It was also found with small little squiggle marks instead of proper boot prints in the dust, implying someone had brought it to the cellar. And even though the body was found in the cellar, we know from the Yuan Ti that it was killed in the aquarium room. We also found a small puncture wound on the back of his neck. We also know that the Dwergard's needles in his surgeon's supplies were stolen earlier this evening during his meal.
This was poison.
What?
Poison.
I'm getting there.
Also,
We also
let's go.
know that some of the poisons that the drow respectfully left in the coat check were also stolen. We believe that the Starspawn mage used the stolen poisons and the stolen needles to puncture the back of the neck of the Abishai during his meeting with the Yuan Ti, thereby killing him. We
For the
then
relics.
think... What?
For the relics.
I'm getting there, god damn it! Jesus! Have you ever done a murder reveal? We believe his motive, or its motive, or their motive, or whatever, choose your pronoun, was to prevent the House of Scales from gaining any more relics and destroying them. Anything else? Any more whispers?
You did a good job.
Is that it? That's your accusation levied?
Did anybody else want to add anything? Did I leave anything out? I don't
think we're
really want.
okay.
I'm gonna.
I mean,
whisper
or we're
to-
not okay. It's fine.
I don't really want to talk about the fabric because it's a secret tunnel that we're not supposed to talk about.
You can just say it to him in your mind.
We don't know that.
You could try, I guess. I don't know.
I will whisper to our host
Mhm.
that we're choosing not to reveal the fabric to the public because we don't want to reveal his tunnels or his reservoir that are
Okay.
secret.
All right. So the Illithid glances to the right, to the left, up into the rafters, and his voice fills your mind. He says, "Very well." And we'll find out what happens next time
Yeah, that makes sense.
because we're done.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
We did it!
All right. Any questions, comments, concerns before we go?
Do you regret making this encounter?
No. I just regret how long it took for you guys to get. Like, what was frustrating is that you guys were just like, we need every single detail. There can't be a possibility of being wrong. It's like, no, just go with what you got. Answer the 5 questions. Be done. Also, the way that you guys go about solving murder mysteries is just hilariously inefficient. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. When are we playing next?
Rude.
When are we playing next? I believe the 6th is out. Is that correct?
Is that next weekend?
Yes.
No, the 29th.
Oh,
The 29th to the... well, basically, I've gone that entire weekend, yeah.
okay. So the 29th, you're not the 20th. So the 6th is the next date that we can play. Is that
The
good with
6th
everybody?
is out. It's Thanksgiving
Oh.
for Canadians.
Gross.
Hmm.
But is,
Why do you Canadians do it on a Saturday?
you're Canadian?
Well, we don't do it
Yeah,
on
he's in
the
Alberta.
Saturday, but I'll be at my parents' house that weekend.
Oh.
Yeah.
So 29th and 30th are out. The 6th and the 7th are out. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
So the 13th?
Sure.
Works for me.
Mm-hmm.
13th should work.
Okay. Then we will find out the conclusion to this epic thriller on Saturday, October 13th.
Join us next time.
Any questions, comments, concerns?